Welcome back to Wired Nation, everyone. Today's segment will be going over Citizen Cycle's latest drop. Here, Brian is going to be testing out a new clutch on our new motor. And all these motors are new to us. They're going to have the new clutch. They're going to have new windings. So this is just the process, a little peek back of what goes on behind the scenes. So today, the original prototype motor worked really well, never failed, no problems. They increased the clutch because they've had a little bit of clutch issues in the past on some of the motors, so they want to make sure this one was beefy. So this is a little bit of that. I'll let him talk for a second, and then we'll get to his opening comments, and then a quick look at the new upgraded hub motor.
On this bike already, but we got a new project from Wired right here. So if you haven't seen the video I did initially, I really put that motor through its paces. I was pulling trailers and pulling.
Okay, he'll talk about everything he did on the last one. So what we're going to do is get to the unboxing part here. The new motor.
Open this box, see what's inside, and get it onto the prototype bike and get to testing. Well, here's our new motor. They made it super easy for me. We already got the freewheel installed, and they even have a disc on this side installed for me. So I literally just have to change the tire, and that's it. And if you are curious, yes, this thing is way heavier than a 750 or even the 1500 watt motor. Way heavier. Let's check the weight and see what this thing actually weighs. Get it on here. There you go. It's 26 pounds. 20.
Okay, so we know the weight of the rear wheel is 26 pounds. Now, remember, that's without a tube in it. That's without the tire on it. So, and then if you put your flat out in, there's another pound. So that could very easily turn into a 30-pound wheel. So to the people that have asked, how much does this bike weigh without batteries and without wheels? I had guessed about 70 pounds. It looks like my guess is going to be right about that. So if you wanted to know that, there's your answer to the question. I know two people that asked me that, so we answered that for him. We're just going to go ahead. He's going to put this on the bike. We're just going to jump ahead to, we're going to try to get over to stability testing. And we're going to get into stability testing probably partway through because it lasts a while. But let's just go to here. Up for you.
Curve here. Oh, watch out, manhole. You get around the curve. Hang on. There.
So in this test right here, he's no handing it. He's in torque sensor mode, so he's pedaling and pushing on the pedals, and it's super stable. So
Pushing on the pedals because I got to get the torque. I'm in torque, so I got to get the 483 watts out of it. I got to push. Going slightly uphill. I mean, it's solid. Pedaling or coasting, no issue. Okay. Get some speed. And we go. Here we go. No problem.
okay, so stability is not an issue. So we can put that to rest. I knew the bikes would be more stable anyway, but everybody's always got to talk crap. So we just addressed it. So it's done. So let's just wait till the new production bikes come out before everybody starts sending hate mail. We've seen him pull pallets. Let's go see him play on the hill a little bit. We're going to get into it a little bit. He goes up and down this hill a whole bunch of times. So we're going to go to about like try number 10 because it really doesn't do anything for the first. It just starts eating up little by little by little. We're going to go to about, let's go to about 11 here. Watch some of this.
It's breaking this somehow. We're at 273 again. Go! And it did it again. Oh gosh.
Mind you, that's 12 times up like
276 that. Again. I feel like it's slowing a little bit. Just a little bit.
So it seems like As the motor gets hotter, the bike loses a little bit of power. Now, that looks like that's true, and he goes all the way up to the thermal failure, which we'll watch here in a second. But once the bike, if it goes into thermal failure, you get off it for a minute or two, and you ride it again, and it's all back. So it's not the battery's lagging, it's not this. It's just the bike is doing what it's supposed to do. It's starting to overheat, so it's putting out less power. So you get the gist of it. This shows that everything is working. The safety precautions it's put in the bike are working. Nothing more, nothing less. Let the bike cool down, you're off again, you're ripping plus 50. I mean, this is great. This is a great test. I don't know what the flack was about, but we're all watching it together.
284 red on the motor. Again. Wow. Wow, that torque. 750 motors can't make this sort of run at it. The 1500 watt and like the Freedom stuff would probably make it, but I mean, I don't see any other motor doing this. This thing is something unique. How many times have we done this? I lost track. I have lost track over and over. Where are we at? 290, 289. Again. Okay, it was a little slower that time. Where does the temperature cut out? There's got to be a cutoff somewhere. 293. Again. Slowing down. It was slower. I still did it. I don't really want to walk this thing home. The 298. Again. That's going to do it. That's got to do it. It barely made it up that time. Where does it cut off? We're at 302 on the temperature. Again, nothing. Nothing.
Okay, there you go. 302 precisely. Look that up on the internet. Go to Hub Motors and find out where they suggest them to be cut out, and that's exactly the temperature they say. It's 302 degrees. So the bike is working absolutely perfect. Everything's the way it should be. So I think, and the clutch is going. There's no clatter. There's no slip. There's no nothing. It just grunts down and pushes it out with the power that it has. So I see nothing wrong with this. This looks amazing. Give me that clutch all day long. I'm super excited. I'll just let this play for just a little bit longer here so you can see the bike. He'll put it to the side, and then how fast it recovers.
We have no throttle. That's it. That's what it took. How many times did we climb that hill? Over and over and over again. Once it hit 300 on the motor temperature, it cut out on me and it wants to rest, I guess. There you go. Finally stopped it. Finally. Oh my gosh. Okay, how long before the throttle comes back? Let's see. We're at 273 degrees. We got throttle back.
Okay. He sat it there for what? A few seconds, and it came back. 273, boom, throttle's back. Here we go. So I see no issues with this. I think this video answers about every question that anybody's had if they just take the time to really seriously maybe watch this thing a second time. I think it might help a lot. I think it's a great segment. Super stoked that they're doing all this stuff. They're working with this thing's a torque monster. It's got plenty of torque, and then for them going into the windings and adding a little bit more on the windings, this bike could actually retard the torque just a little bit because it's got a lot of torque. This thing's bucky off the line, and so maybe it doesn't quite need the amount of torque that it has. So what will windings do? Well, it will do better at speed. So if let's say your cruise control for 30 miles an hour, if your windings are set a little bit for a higher end speed, you're going to get more performance out of your batteries. You're going to get better range. So it's already got all the torque that it needs. If this bike can't climb, it can climb just about whatever you got. You have to remember this is a geared hub motor. This is not a mid-drive bike. Now, if you get a 60-pound mid-drive bike with 6,000 CYC motor on it and things like that, yeah, you're going to climb you're going to climb whatever is probably possible to climb. So that's a different style of bike. This is a geared hub motor. It does good at climbing. It's better than a direct drive unless you super overvolt a direct drive. Then this thing's going to do wonders for you. Really, in its class of bikes, this is in a class of one. So you're getting what you pay for here. And right now, I think this is the best deal on e-bikes out there. The Predator right now, for its price tag, there's nothing that can touch it. It's the best. It's one of one. You guys got to remember, this is a 72 volt bike, which when fully charged is 84 volts. But the system puts out over 8,000 watts. There's nothing that's close to this. There's nothing. You could get a 60 volt bike and you could get a direct drive motor, or you could tinker with the windings to get you in the 60s. Absolutely you can. But you're not going to have any torque. And that's no fun. You're going to have to get a running start at any little hill. And that's just, who has that? Or you're going to need like 3 miles to get up to speed. Who needs that? You want to get up to speed quickly. So I think all the bikes, the 72s are going to be great. The Scout's going to be great. The Warrior's going to be great. And we know the Predator is going to be an absolute beast. Well, as always, if you have any questions, the best way to hit me is go to the groups. Go to the enthusiast group. Find the Wired Enthusiast group on Facebook. Join that. Hit me up. I'm the admin there. I created it. This channel is an extension of that group. That's why we're called Wired Nation. We don't really feature other bikes here. We just do wired particular stuff. That's it. That's all we're really going to do. We might feature a couple other bikes here and there, but that's just going to be in shootouts where we put this bike up against those bikes. Like even with high-powered cycles, we're going to be putting a Revolution up against the Predator. So that's going to be something to look forward to. So absolutely subscribe to this channel. Don't miss out on it. There's no other way to say it, because once this Predator hits my doorstep, it's going to be rapid fire with the videos. So just don't delay. There might be one, there might be two in a day. There might be one every other day. I don't know. There's going to be an unboxing, and then there's going to be some general stuff, and then we're going to be taking on the world. So subscribe now. And something might be coming down the road for my first 2,000 subscribers. So once we get to 2,000 subscribers, I'm hoping to do something special. But I might lower that down to 1,000 subscribers. I don't know. But subscribe today so you'll be in that mix. If you're not in that mix, if you're not subscribed to the channel, and you're not a member of the enthusiast group and the community group on Facebook, then you're not even going to be considered for our giveaway. So I'm not even going to say what that is right now. It's something we're kicking around. Something big, something huge. It's just something we're going to get back. This is a non-profit channel. Any dollars made from this channel are going to go back into the channel. That's the way it's set up today, and I don't see it changing going forward. This has always been about giving back for me. So I've been giving back my time. Now, hopefully, I can give back some other stuff. So I want to bring you there. I mean, I've done it with my site like Toyota. I mean, I'm cresting 100,000 subscribers in that group. And I'd like to do the same for, Wired Ebikes. They need somebody to be out there pushing their stuff that believes in the company and believes in the product. So anyway, that's all I got for you today.